Hello, everybody. Um, Back making another video. This is something I really did not want to do, but I'm still in the same position that I've been in for 3 years now. Um, Sorry. I I have to keep asking for help. I feel like an idiot. I feel like an idiot. You know, I remember the Lord telling me 3 years ago that healing would be complete. And so I trusted in what he told me. He told me to trust him, rest in him, and have patience. And that's what I've been doing. I've been trying very hard to have patience. And it's been very difficult because I feel absolutely horrible every day, all day long. It feels like I'm trapped in a twilight zone. I feel like this isn't real. I've been staring at the same scenery every day. I can't really, I'm a little bit better, but I'm not that much better. I can't move around too much. If I move around too much, my heart goes just absolutely wild. It scares me, so I just lay back down. Some things have improved. My balance has improved. I still have a lot of nerve pain all over my body, nerve sensations. My limbs feel hot and cold. It's hard to get comfortable. I'm very uncomfortable almost all day long, and it's hard to distract. The only thing I do is scroll on YouTube. Um, I don't know what to do. The thought of working from home, I don't know what to do with that, and it's kind of like if you're sick, if you have the flu, it's very hard to work. Imagine having the flu for like 3 years straight, or just feeling awful for so long. It's hard to do anything. I haven't even seen my daughter in 6 months now, and honestly, at my wits' end. I was waiting for the rapture. A lot of hope and stake in that, because maybe I heard the Lord wrong, and maybe it's when we all get raptured that I'm better. But my SSDI ran out like a year ago, and I was in bed. I was much worse at that time, and I was asking God, like, God, what's the plan here? I don't have any family that I can rely on. I don't really have any in life or in person friends that I can get help from. Nope. They all left. They all left me. Um, I don't hear from my family at all. I don't hear from the friends that I had. They all just left me. I guess when you get sick, they just don't want to hear from you anymore. I don't know. The only friends I have is a couple of online friends, good Christian friends, and people from the watching community on YouTube. So, and I want to say that I'm really thankful for all the help that I've received. I would not have made it this far without your guys' help, and I'm really thankful for it. But that's one of the reasons I don't want to make this video. I don't know what to do. I pray, and I ask God. I don't know what to do, God. I can't keep begging the same people for help. But I don't know where else to turn. I've tried. I've called so many different local churches here, and they all don't want to help me. I had one um, like 6 months ago. They did help me with some money. They gave me like $200, which is great. It was fantastic. But everybody else, all the other churches, they just ignore me. I even had one pastor that I actually managed to talk to on the phone. He hung up on me while I was talking still. And it was very disheartening because I thought, maybe I'm stupid for thinking this, or thinking it for so long. I thought the churches were there to minister to the body of Christ, whether it be financial, spiritual, or something else. But it seems like when you ask for money, financial help, they can't do anything. I don't know. Maybe I don't understand all the inner workings of the church stuff, but I don't know what they're doing with all the funds they get. And some of these churches around here where I live, they have a lot of money. I can tell they have a lot of money. I used to go there when I was healthier. So I'm just stuck between a rock and a hard place. And I have raised a lot of money over the last year, and I'm really thankful for it. It's paid my rent. My rent is just ridiculous for what I'm getting. It's $700 a month, which is crazy because I literally live in the living room with the tarp over the entryway. $700 to lay on a couch. Isn't that crazy? And then I have to spend some extra money for food. I do get food stamps, but being veteran, I have to use a delivery service, Instacart, and that's the fees and all that stuff. So I'm constantly, I get ahead for a couple months and then I'm back at square one, and I just don't know what God wants me to do other than trust Him and be patient and rest in Him. So I'm making another video. I know there's a lot of other people struggling out there. We get that hurricane that happened, and I don't know. I just don't know what to do anymore. I'm already behind on this month's rent, and the landlord's kind of okay, like, with me being late sometimes, because I've been late before. But he's probably because he's making a lot of money, charging everybody $700 plus here. So I'm just going to put this video out there. If you feel led to keep supporting me, I'd be really grateful. Otherwise, I don't know what to do. I mean, the homeless shelters here, it's not really an option for me. They take people in at night, but then during the day you have to be out, and it's still like ridiculously hot here. And my injury is heat stroke related, so I don't do well with the heat at all. And I can't really move around at all, so I don't know how that's going to work out. I was really hoping for the rapture. Maybe I sound stupid, I don't know, waiting for the rapture. I kind of feel stupid. I've been patiently waiting on God. I don't know what else to do. I'm kind of just stuck here. I'm really miserable. I'm trying to keep my hope up in the Lord. I remember 2 years ago that, one night I was really scared that I was going to die. I mean, I'm that injured, and I remember laying in bed. I didn't want to go to sleep because all the weird feelings that I get were as I drifted off to sleep. And I said a simple prayer. I said, God, I'm scared. And literally within a minute, it felt like an angel walked up to me. I know this sounds crazy. It felt like an angel walked up to me and just laid this invisible blanket on me. It had a weight to it. I couldn't see anything. But this blanket was made of pure peace and comfort. Like it wasn't made of cotton or polyester. It was a spiritual blanket that was made of peace and comfort. It was amazing. And all that fear that I had, it just left. And then I started to drift off to sleep, and I felt God's love, like pure, like it was tangible. It just flooded right through me for like 10 minutes. And oh man, you guys, God's love is just amazing in its pure form. I know some people aren't going to believe me, but that's okay. I think the Lord was just trying to comfort me, pouring out His peace and love on me to help me get through this scary situation that I'm in. And I have to tell you, it's been very terrifying. The things that I feel in my body, my heart skips beats. Every time I eat, my heart goes crazy. I got really messed up from what happened, and that was like three years ago. I really wish people would have been there for me when I needed them most, but they weren't. They pretty much abandoned me, and my whole situation just got much worse. If you don't know, I was poisoned by. I know this might sound crazy too, but I got very sick from a prescribed medication called Valium, and it it's a, how do I say, the benzodiazepine Valium. The class is benzodiazepines, but what the drug does is it slows down your nervous system, like alcohol. Slows down your electrical activity, and if your body and your brain, if it develops a tolerance to it, it could be a living hell to get off of. You have to go extremely slow. I mean, you have to taper over. Some people taper months to years, and they're miserable the entire time. I tapered for 2 years. I should have tapered for 3. I went too fast at the end. I thought I was low enough to get off, but this medication, it's devious, and it nuked my brain. Some of the things I experienced for a good year plus after getting off, my whole left side had paralysis, believe it or not. It was a flaccid paralysis, so muscle tone was gone on my left side, and I would have immense pain, burning pain. It felt like somebody dumped acid all over my left side of my body. And even still today, it's been 3.5 years since I've been off, I still feel a lot of pain, and it feels like electrical pain in my face, all down my left side. Some of the other things, that's the only thing I really have left that I could tell. Cognitively, I could not think. I could hardly think. I could hardly have a conversation with people. I had an immense amount of fear. Kind of like, say, if somebody pulled a gun on you and you had that rush of dread and doom and fear. Well, I had it like hours on end for no reason. It's because my brain was fried from the drug. And in essence, like, the drug just, when you pull it out of your body and your brain doesn't have that calming neurotransmitter in place, it'll go haywire. Your senses are amplified. For example, like if somebody closed the door, that sound like a shotgun going off. Everything was overwhelming for me. My senses were overwhelmed. My balance was really bad. I couldn't sit in a chair. I'd be wobbling like this because it affects your cerebellum, affects your balance, it affects everything. But that's just some of the things that I dealt with getting off of Valium, and it was so overwhelming that it made me it caused me to become very suicidal. And I've never ever been suicidal in my life prior to these meds, and I'm not now either. I'm fine now, mentally I'm fine. But I was like holding on for dear life and calling my friends and my family, and I wasn't even bothering them that much. And they pretty much just told me to take a hike, and there's some other things I really don't want to talk about, but it caused me to give up. And I just wonder, one day I just said, screw this, nobody cares about me. And I just wandered around in the heat. I was in Arizona at the time, and I'm in California now. But I almost died, and it ruined my body. It sounds like a crazy story. It sounds crazy to me, even thinking about it. But, so I turned how do I say, I went from one extreme injury to another. And I know God saved my life. I wouldn't be here if he didn't. I would have died for sure. I almost died. I was in the hospital. I had to stay in the hospital overnight. This is 3 years ago. And the doctor, ER doctor, told me that my sodium levels were so low that I could have went to a coma. Could have straight out died. Thankfully, my sodium levels throughout the night, they stabilized. I was out of my mind, totally out of my mind. Honestly, I didn't even care if I died right then and there. So, anyways, this is some of my story. I mean, there's so much more, but I honestly just feel so sick. Like I can't really do a good video about it. Maybe one day I will. Maybe the rapture will come. I don't know. I hope so. But I'm doing this video to see if anyone out there would be willing to continue to support me. I know you probably have. It's probably going to reach the same audience, but that's okay. And I really appreciate you guys helping me and getting me this far. I really wouldn't have made it this far without God and without all your help. I just don't know what to do anymore. I really don't know what to do. I reapplied for SSDI. That got denied. It's just a nightmare when you're alone and you're pretty much crippled. It's impossible to do anything. I've literally been laying on this couch for 2 to 3 years now. I have not gone anywhere in 2 years. I just can't. It's just physically impossible for me. Anyways, love you guys for helping me out, praying for me. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. All right. Bye.